Hi guys, today we are going to read an Alice in Bibleland storybook. We're going to read The Story of the Good Samaritan, written by Alice Joyce Davidson, designed by Victoria Marshall. A little girl named Alice had a neighbor named Miss Brothers, who was always very busy doing what she could for others. Alice liked to visit, for it felt so peaceful there, sitting on a big wide porch rocking in a chair. She took her Bible storybook while visiting one day and chose to read of Jesus and a man who came his way. "How can I get to heaven?" was a question from the man. Jesus answered with a story of the Good Samaritan. As Alice read her story, the airmail bird stopped by. He brought this note to Alice, then flew off to the sky. Reading is the magic key to take you where you want to be. Her book became a magic screen. The screen grew tall and wide, and Alice walked on through the screen to Bibleland inside. Alice was sent back in time, and much to her surprise, the story she was reading came to life before her eyes. Between the city of Jerusalem and far-off Jericho, there was a lonely, dangerous road where travelers feared to go. A man was walking down this road, nobody was around, when suddenly a band of thieves crept up without a sound. They moved so very quickly, there was nothing he could do. The thieves took everything he had, his clothes and money too. They hit him with a stick, and then left him there to die, on that desolate and lonely road, where few men traveled by. Later on, a priest came by. He spied the poor man there. He saw that he was beaten, and he had no clothes to wear. But he didn't stop to help the man, or see if he was dead. The priest was in a hurry, so he crossed the road instead. Soon a helper from the temple, called a Levite, came along. He saw the injured man and knew that something must be wrong. This Levite didn't slow his pace or see what he could do. He had to get to temple, so he hurried onward too. Now both the priest and Levite ignored the man in need. Even though they were his neighbors, they didn't do a helpful deed. As nighttime came, a stranger trudged down that same road too. He saw the man, and instantly he knew what he must do. "There's someone injured lying here, a badly beaten man. If he's alive, I'll help him in any way I can." The stranger was from Samaria, a fierce, unfriendly land, yet the Samaritan stopped on the road to offer a helping hand. The Samaritan asked softly if there was something he could do. He put ointment on each wound he saw, then snow-white bandages too. He helped him on his donkey and walked beside his injured load until he found a place to stop, an inn beside the road. All through the hours of the night, the Good Samaritan did everything that he could do to help the injured man. He called to the innkeeper early the next day and said, "I can stay no longer. I must be on my way. Here's a bit of money for the man who's lying there. Use it any way you can to give the best of care." "And if you need more money, spend what you must, and then I'll pay you when I return to this inn once again." The time had come for Alice to leave that Bible scene, so she returned from Bibleland and came back through her screen. She left her neighbor's porch. She put her book away and thought about the lesson learned in Bibleland today. From the story Jesus told of the Good Samaritan, we learn to give our very best to anyone we can. To belong to God's own family, I must learn to do for others and be as kind and caring as my neighbor Miss Brothers. If someone's sick or hungry, I should never pass them by. I should treat them like a brother. Jesus' story shows me why. I love God with all my heart, and I'll share the love He's given. Isn't that the richest blessing on earth as well as heaven?